What's going on, y'all? Man, I know y'all gonna be like, Willie D, where you been? Man, look, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm still here. I'm still out here. I'm still working. And, man, I ain't even shaved, so excuse how I look right now, but I got it. I had to get this video out. Your boy, man, had to leave Landstar. I had to sever that contract. I had to let it go. It wasn't a bad separation. It wasn't nothing they did. Well, you know, I'll tell you a little bit. We're gonna get into it. Things were bad, man, ever since probably April of 2022. It was bad, man. I mean, real bad. I'm gonna try to be quick because I'm sitting in the truck. I'm over here in Austell, Georgia. I'm sitting in the truck. It's 103 degrees. I had the truck running, so it's cool. But man, just so you know, man, I'm telling you, first of all, this how it went. AB5 kicked in. I got a call from Landstar. Landstar like, hey, at this point, I was sitting home. This what happened. I was sitting home. I was like, I'll call Monday and I'll find the load. I'll book some freight. So that Friday, I was in the garage. I was chilling, and I was just sitting out there relaxing. Then all of a sudden, man, I get a call from Landstar. Landstar was like, hey, you know, this is this this Willie. I said, yeah. And they was like, are you sitting down? I said, what's going on? And then they was like, well, as of now, you know, AB5 is official. You can there's no more debates, not going to court. You can no longer run loads out of California. So I was like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. So this what killed it. I said, how long? I said, when does it take effect? She said, immediately. On the phone with you right now, it take effect right now. I said, you gotta be kidding me. So at that point, I could no longer book no more freight out of Cali. So then I hung in there and I said, okay, I'm gonna drive to, I was already driving to like Vegas. I was driving to Arizona, trying to get loads out of there. And then that started slowing up, man. Wasn't paying good. Let me tell you, man, it got real bad. It got bad to the point, man, where your boy got behind on this truck nose. See, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't play. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It got so bad. I got behind in the truck note. I was sitting back like, this ain't cutting it. So me and my wife talked, and I said, you know what? I said, I can't keep waiting to do this. I said, we can't drown. I said, I'm not doing this. And I even got to the point where I was like, you know what? Maybe it ain't right for me. You know, maybe God got other plans for me. I said, maybe it's time to let the Blue Peak go. And then my wife was like, She was like, you done invested too much time, too much money, too much effort in that truck. She was like, let it go. She said, that truck is more you. You done paid for that truck. She said, that truck is yours. And she's like, don't let it go. Just, you know, we'll make it work. So I was like, all right. So I hung in there and I said, well, come beginning of the year, I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna head. I said, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I said, that mean going back in the snow. That mean chaining up. I gotta do what I gotta do. See, men do what we have to do to take care of our family. We don't care what other people say. We keep it safe, but we do what we gotta do. So my wife like, you still got the chains? I said, yeah, the chains already in the truck. She was like, well, I understand, baby. She said, you know, just be safe, be careful. I said, okay. So I took off. So I was in the snow. I didn't have to chain up, thank God. But I ran into my areas of snow and etc. like that, where I was able to get through it without a problem. So I was, you know, I think, man, I spent more time in the Midwest, man, than anything, man. I ain't even gonna lie. The loads still wasn't doing good. I was like, you know what? I got to change, man. So I came home. I had a show load that was picking up at a CES. There was a CES load pickup. Got to that Thursday. No, I got to that Wednesday. We're supposed to pick up. The truck order not used, the load canceled. Let me tell you how God worked, man. And I know some of y'all probably don't believe it. Some of y'all probably gonna click away as soon as I say God. But hey, you know what? That's on y'all. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, man, how God keep a ram in the bush for you. So the load canceled, right? And y'all pay attention to this. The load canceled. I was like, what? So I was there that day, checked in that morning, 7 o'clock, stayed there all day. Ain't nobody called me. Got up the next day, seen people still lined up, went and checked in again. Ain't nobody called me. They were like, hey, we tried to call you yesterday. Ain't your number this? I said, that ain't my phone number. I said, you the lady who took my number down. As a matter of fact, you read the number back to me and you gave me the same number I gave you. I said, how do you mess that up? She said, I don't know, but just, you can go down here and they're ready to check you in. They'll get you checked in. You can go on over there. You can head on over to the event. You know, they'll give you paperwork. I said, okay. Went over there, hung out for a minute. Truck order not used. They canceled. They already filled our trucks. Didn't need me. I went, parked at the Petro over there in North Vegas. I waited for a second, called around, spoke to another agent. She said, yeah, I got a show load coming out tomorrow. You know, it didn't pay what the load I had was gonna pay, but it wasn't far off. So I was like, okay. Got there, backed up to the dock, got loaded. Dude beside me drove for the company who I drive for now. We started talking. He said, yeah, man, let me give you the information. Let me give you the direct number so you can call people who you are. He said, let me give you my phone number. Let me give you my truck number. Let me, this is my phone number so you can call me if you got any questions. He was like, man, I think you like it. He said, check it out. You need anything, man, don't hesitate. So I called him. The rest is history, man. I said bye. Yep, I booked all my loads, did all my loads. I was running all on the East Coast, stayed down in Florida, Carolinas, Michigan, Detroit, down 55, 57, down 20. If you name it, I was in it. I was out, right? So end up, let me tell you, man, Michigan, that snow ain't no joke, man. I don't even want to be up there no more, man. That snow, man, I thought it was gonna be nice, sunny, then it's cloudy, then it's snowing. I was like, you know what? Nah, I ain't even coming back. So end up booking all my loads, did my last load with Landstar, scheduled to have trailer utilization come pick the trailer up, everything, man. My thing with Landstar stickers, man, they was like, well, let me go back. On that truck order not used, they ended up making about $850. That's it. But when I finally severed everything with Landstar, man, Landstar was like, we want this back, we need this back, take this off, send this back, we want stickers back, we want IFTA stickers. And I'm just like, I thought about that thing. I said, all the money, man, we be paying into all this stuff, all these IFTA stuff. I was like, we pay for that stuff. What you mean you want it back? Landstar didn't want you riding around with their stickers on their truck, on your truck. They want it off. If you ain't with them, they like take it off the truck. And matter of fact, send it back to us. So I had took everything off the truck, peeled everything off. Well, the company that put the new stickers on my truck took it all off for me. So got everything taken off, got it sent back to them. Oh, here it is. I'm out here on the road working, and I'm trying to play catch up, man. I'm trying to play catch up. So let me tell y'all, I left home January 8th, right? I didn't come back home until April 9th. That's how long I was on the road. I've never been on the road that long. But me and my wife spoke about it, and she know I was gonna do whatever I had to do to make sure my family was taken care of. So I sacrificed and did what I had to do. And by the time I got back, we were in a whole different place. Yeah, truck is current. As a matter of fact, I got two more payments to make on the truck, and the truck be paid for. But for the most part, man, I can't complain about this truck. This truck has taken care of me and continues to still take care of me. But I got to get back to Landstar. That was the first thing. And then I just started noticing, man, that some of the people at Landstar, different voices, different people, different attitudes, wasn't the same anymore. I'm like, what's going on, man? What's happening? So I was like, yeah, something's changing, man. Something ain't right. It put a bad taste in my mouth. And I was like, nah, it's time to go. I was like, it's time to go. So I made the move, made the jump. And let me tell you, all companies got problems. But I tell you right now, where I'm at, what I'm doing, the consistency of my pay, to consistently, pay my truck note and put money into the house and have money left over going to the business account. I can't complain, man. I don't like everything about it, but I only been here since March. So, and we're right at the end of July. So anyway, man, I don't want this video to be long. I just want to let you guys know, because somebody did a post, somebody put in the comments, man, hey, what's going on, man? You still Landstar? And I was like, oh man, that's my cue right there. I gotta say something. Not only that, I done had people that confront me out here on the road, man, that saw me, and they done confronted me, and you know, they was like, "Oh man, I thought you were still Landstar," and I said, "Don't say nothing." I said, "I had to leave, man. I had to let it go." You know, we just were struggling. But on that note, man, I mean, I know I'm all over the board, but the thing with this industry is right now, you know, a few things gonna happen. You're either gonna hang in there, or you're either gonna throw in the towel. And there are a lot of truckers who throwing in the towel. I'll be more happier when the truck is paid for, and then I can put more money aside and prepare myself for other changes. And I understand and I learn where it goes from, like, company driver, you buy your own truck, you become a lease driver, or you lease your truck onto a carrier, and then after that, the next role is becoming an operator. You know, I think that's how it goes, because you learn so much, you experience so much, you go through so much, that's the only road you want to take next. Because, you know, I hear, man, driving for people, you give up a lot. Only downside to it right now is the rates aren't changing, the rates are still bad. So I see a lot of drivers, man, they got their trucks parked at home, and a lot of these drivers are the ones who've already paid for their trucks, so they can. I don't understand when people say you can afford to stay home. You can't afford to stay home because your family still got to eat. And if you got money in savings, then what you're doing is you're depleting that account, because you're constantly paying the house. And if you aren't depleting that account, that means you're reducing the income that you're giving to the house, because you're still trying to penny pinch on your savings. Anyway, man, I just wanted to put that out there. Times do get hard, but you got to learn to weather the storm, man. You got to pray. You got to be consistent. You can't be paying attention to what people are saying. You know, you got to do what you got to do for you and your family, and that's what I did. Regardless of how tough it was, regardless of being behind in the truck payment, it's being consistent. It's dedication and commitment, and having the faith and knowing that it's not going to stay like that for long. I can't say the same about trucking. I don't know what trucking doing right now. I really don't feel good about it. I don't know if it's a place I want to stay. I really don't. You know, I think some people are still fooled by thinking that, oh, you know, become, you know, first quarter, you know, rates pick up, things gonna get better. But I think drivers need to start fooling themselves and start understanding that it's not cyclic. You know, we're out of that. It's not happening like that no more. I don't know if it's because we're making changes towards this new currency system. I don't know if shipping companies and freight companies are making the change or making the shift and utilizing their cash and don't want to put all their cash out there, or storing their cash or converting their cash over to a new digital system or something. I don't know what's going on, but there's something going on, because it doesn't take this long. It doesn't happen like this. So something is going on. I urge all drivers, pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Just pay attention. There are more drivers out here talking about low paying freight, and their drivers they're just quitting, they're giving up. So we're gonna see what happens. Anyway, man, I just wanted to bring this to you. Thank God, man. Everything is good now. Everything is definitely good now. So if you're in that boat, man, if you're in the spot where I just talked about, get behind your truck payment, you know, things are tight at the house, you know, you got to do what you got to do, man. You're a grown man or a grown woman. You're not accountable to no one but your family and God. So do what you got to do to make sure your family is taken care of. All right? For each one, teach one. If God be for you, who can be against you? Nobody, man. This your boy Willie D. Y'all take care. Bye.